The Nasdaq. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another live. Okay, I'm a bit behind today. I didn't do a thing as yet on the chart, but the moves. First, we want to check the news. Mentors. So how we check the news? We go to Forex Factory and hear what's happening in market today. Light impact news, 10 a.m. Something we should watch out for in the market. Let's hope I remember. And now let's go back to the chart. And we are going to. So yesterday, Nasdaq gave us a nice break off the trend line, pull back, and it's been dropping since. So we just went in. This looked like Nasdaq might be. It's either gonna go up or continue to the downside. So at this point, we have to be patient. But let's go to the higher time frame. Ladies, I'm even having my breakfast. That's how behind I am. All right, it's giving us nice bullish sentiment. Now, some of you have too much excuses when it comes to building for yourself, your brand. I don't let nothing that's not emergency stop me from doing what I must do. Do you understand me? What am I doing right now? So let's see. Right. What's happening? Well, prices at this zone, there can be a reversal start happening. All right. Or it's just going to continue down. Oh, okay. And price need to fill this zone right here. So, but if you match, excuse me, right here, I feel like there's going to be a pullback first, then a drop to the downside. All right. So guys, we're going to watch the chart until I enter. This is showing me like a bullish kind of pattern. Hey, these map will be picking up every single sound. I hope you don't hear me chewing. Oh, I forgot how to even have breakfast. So I've been desiring this breakfast, and God said it's done. You know I like talking about God. And here I am eating that exact breakfast that I've been desiring. And it's when you stop stressing about it, God always just deliver it, you know? When you least expected, not thinking about it, I wasn't doing none such thing this morning. And it just dropped. It was handed to me. Handed to me. All right, I'm going for a buy right here. Let me go to the lower time frame. 3 minutes. I'm gonna just take it, and then I'm gonna give myself. Wait, let me wait a little bit, because this looked like a low. I was about to say that a low right here. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me see if it's giving me a break. Well, I kind of like the rejection that's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna do me a small entry for a buy. Wait, what? Guys, obviously I'm on the wrong. What am I trading? This is the regular Nasdaq. Good thing this is the student account, and not my personal account. But I want to show you something. I want to show you the difference when there's a lot of volume in the market and when you trade the Nasdaq E-mini, not the micro. Now, if you take a look at my chart, this was not my intention. This is only 5 contracts, okay? And this is 21,000, and I'm risking 7,000. No, let's put this right here. You're risking 4,000 to make 21,000. That's a good risk to reward. However, you can get a cleaner entry. And don't always focus on the reward. Always focus on the risk first. Are you willing to risk such amount of money? Because remember, if it doesn't go in your direction, you're going to lose that $4,000, that $5,000. I wanted to do like 5 regular contracts, because if the price does continue to the downside, then that's nothing. That's not a big stop loss. So I would be okay with it. But I already pressed it, so I just allow it. And that's a lesson for you. She said there's a lesson for everything. Yes, there is. Everything in life give us knowledge, and there's a lesson. You just have to pay attention sometimes. Though it might be something negative. Also, let's pay attention to the time on the chart. And I want to give this a little more room. And let's price. But price give us this huge push. So we should be thinking continuation bias, but this is the Nasdaq. I'm open to both. Do you understand me? But you don't react until the market show you how to react. Now that I'm looking, the market actually gave us this huge, let me make sure I'm showing the right screen. The market gave us a lovely engulfing candlestick pattern pullback, and it's higher than this one. However, this is the Nasdaq. Okay, it could do this and come down, but I'm seeing a little bullish thing going on here. Plus, look at the market can be continuing down, but the market is at this zone, this point of interest as well. So let's just focus. Okay, there we go. And we're getting volume, much more volume. That's actually a lovely entry once it continue pushing. Where's my first take profit level? Right there. This zone. All right, so that's halfway. And that's 10,000. But I do love the I'm gonna leave it at 10,000 first. I want to go on trading view and check something. I should be holding to pushing higher to the upside. Yeah. Hold on. There's no way price is up $3,000 and I'm still down here. I'm sorry, I'm not that trader. All right. However, I need to be at least in 1,000. If it pulls back, but I don't want to be too close. So in case it pulls back, yeah. So I ain't got nothing to lose at this point. Guys, I tell you, when you have a mature account, hold on. I also entered on my personal account. No. Let's try the trend based fib over here. Because we're not greedy. All right, look where the 2.6 is. I'll move the first take profit to 10,000. But if I feel like it's going to give me some type of push, you get me? Mhm. These are mature trading lot size people. When you have investors in your life, this is what your trade looks like, okay? Much often, my stop loss, the minimum stop loss is at $5,000 on those bigger investor accounts that I've traded in the past. Nasdaq will gonna is gonna increase in volume. All right, so it's either I move and trail very closely just in case it pulls back. I can always re-enter and I secure my $4,000. Or if it gives me a big push, I just let it go. Are you getting this, mentees? Everybody eat. Who's in profit already? 500. All right. That's a beautiful entry. You know that I'm gonna allow the trade to come to me. I don't want to trail too close. I want to give it the full room to get to there. But I'm not putting my stop loss back in. There we go. All right, it's time, baby. 9:30. 9:45. And remember that 10 o'clock is the news. I need you to push, Nasdaq. Push. Uh, I should give it a bit more room. Now let it hit me or I go back in. I'm not. I'm not moving my. I can take this 5,000 and go back in the trade. Let's do that. If it comes back too much down.
Order filled.
All right. Now we go back in the trade. 3, 2, 1.
Order filled. Order filled.
What? Guys, you see me trying to buy?
Order filled.
What's going on here? Oh, my. This still is a good entry. So you see that I secure when the Nasdaq is back and forth. I secure. So if I put my stop loss there now, I'm not losing anything. It's like having a cushion. But we're gonna watch this today. We're holding this trade today, baby. Let's check trading view real quick on what's going on at the Nasdaq. Everything is looking beautiful. It's telling me to hold my trade. Okay, so this is the next zone after this one. So let's see what's gonna happen at this one. If it push past, great. I want to see a big push. We are having that. If I close this, that's an extra $3,000 in your account. Stop thinking you have to watch the market and wait for it to go sky high to take your money. All right. There's no way market in all this profit, and I'm not in none. I'm not that trader. If it give me a big push here, then I'll hold it right here. If it doesn't give me a pullback, if it's pulling back, I'm closing, and then I can re-enter. All right, I spoke too soon. Are you pushing or what?
Order filled.
That's not my problem. All right, it will push.
Order filled.
Right. So that's the breakout
Order
entry.
filled.
Ah, crap.
Order filled.
I'm too close with the trailing. All right, here we go again. Some people might say, just stay in the trade. Imagine if I stayed in the trade and all this pullback and pushback was happening, I would have probably still be at $5,000. Okay, so I want it to be, no, anything I lose is anything the market already covered such. He said, this is my biggest profit yet. How much you up? 1,700. Okay, great job. So did you take the 1,700 out the market already? Because if you're not even trailing, then that's just a potential. I feel like Christian be taking some extra risks. All right. If it breaks, here. It definitely broke and holding too. So how much is that? Because you entered the market a long position. I think I entered like right here. That's a 1 to 2 point something. Are we watching this beautiful play out? So it was a long, and I entered. Well, if we're talking about from the entry before this whole thing even broke out, it was probably here that I entered. So this is basically the end goal. So it's probably there's no way my stop loss is this far. That looks better. Is Nasdaq pulling back? When I trade on my next account is as this. But that's the investment brokerage one. As a matter of fact, any investor watching this, you want to be an investor, I'm not allowing this thing to pull back with my money.
Order filled.
So, yeah. I can always re-enter. I closed right there. If it push off crazy, then I still have $8,000 in my account. It will though. Okay, there we go. It's ready
Order
to
filled.
finish. Guys, did I lose anything by taking that $700? Nope. Oh, I guess I should have waited a bit more. I'm trying to give myself a stop loss. When you see the stop loss, you're like, oh my gosh. I don't trust this. You see what I just did? I just removed my stop loss. Now, who would do such foolish thing? Don't remove your stop loss after you already secure almost $9,000 in the market. If this ever drop, it's over. So don't give it too much room. Close the market and then you can go back in there. Now, when you are in such big trades, this is what I was supposed to wait on, a decent pullback. Don't assume that the market can't pull back and this and that and this and that. I know it pulls back, but when it pulls back and you're in heavy, you're risking all that money, okay?
Order filled. Order
Every
filled.
time I do, what the?
Order filled.
So you know what I did yesterday? I had a now I'm gonna show you why it's very good to stay in the trade down here. Like keep your take profit. Like the entry that I got was lovely. Honestly, I don't need to be back in the trade. I was already up like $9,000. Like, is that greed? Of course, this is the first take profit. You take your money and you wait, right? Price can literally pull back and just continue down, and then you're gonna be a losing trader, though you was up all this money. Do you understand me? Those are possibilities that can happen. So don't go in the market thinking that, well, look at this nonsense. We already back down $3,000. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be alarmed? Or are you gonna pay attention to the market? So this is where you build the psychology. Me, I'm not greedy. This was my first money. I'm Gucci, okay? But it doesn't make no sense you're gonna do that and then go back in debt. But let's watch the trade. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna show you how my mentor that I had trade, okay? He's this trader. And I always think it's funny to watch the market go all the way in profit, and then you watch it come all the way back down to even hit your stop loss. I'm not doing that. I'm not that trader. I like to take my money and go. But not saying he's not mature, he is, but you need very good psychology for that. And the reason why I'm not really a fan of, if the market is like 75% or 50%, I'm not going to watch it pull back all the way to 25% when I can take what it give me at 50%. When you pull back at 25%, you can enter again, because that's also an entry at the swing low level. Like, what? Nah, I could never do this. I could never listen. Now, students, do you understand why I tell you that you take your profit at the next zone or whatever? Does this make sense to you? Now, this is exactly what happened when so you enter here, we close at like 6,000, 8,000, 8,000. It was almost 9,000, right? You're gonna sit back. I love that I took the first take profit. Now look at this. You're gonna sit back and watch this that was in your account go back all the way down to this, because what? The price needs to go and hit where my profit is. What I'm saying is, why not just take the money that we took wait for price to give you a decent pullback or whatever, then you enter the market again. So when the market pull back, instead of ending up with the same $20,000 or whatever the take profit was, when market give you the first 10, you took it and then you re-enter. However, it's not going to start exactly at the 10,000, but you're probably going to end up with an extra $5,000. Because what if this go back out? Do you understand me? There's no way I'm being in all that profit and watch the market go back down. No way. But there's something called market structure. Is the fact that when you're up with a certain amount of money, you just take it and be satisfied and wait for whatever it is. All right. Look at the pullback. We are already down $7,000, $8,000 by holding a pullback. And we didn't even have, it would have been the same if you keep holding from the entry. Okay. This is where you wait for the pullback. Let's see. Hold on. So you wanted to add more position? You would wait. Okay, wait. Now that's the more in-depth thing. Huh. So you would start adding position. Oh, um, I doubt I can add any more position here.
Order rejected.
Yeah, that's it. But let me go to the other account. I really it's $200 ticket. Hey, but here what God just brought this to me. Here would have here if the market actually came all the way down here and take us out the trade, we would have actually been minus the money that we already closing on for today. So we would have probably ended a break even. You get it? But this thing look like it's going down, baby. Let's see. Let's go to the 1 minute. Mm. Patience, patience. It's a much quiet. Everybody's glued to the charts. I like to just eat like I do from my personal account right here. Student, how long did it take me to make my money today? And that's much more than this that we just made here. Those two little candlestick, right? Will the price not go up? I'm not saying that, but sometimes I don't want to deal with this. And this is where the psychology comes in. So we're gonna hold the trade, okay? And we are this right now. It takes a lot of patience. However, I would not go back in a trade to go risk my reward that I already received, but it's a coaching session. Guys, why are you listening to my conversation? Oh. Single mothers. Kiss me. Guys, Queen-Esther. That was not me. That was the the Caribbean. You know what? I need to get off. Student, please remind me that I'm on live. Did you hear me just say something that's not that appropriate? No, honestly, guys, didn't we have Queen Esther had a lovely entry this morning? Like I think I entered we literally entered the market here or a little bit earlier than this, right? Because we use the trading views to analyze and where we want the market to keep going. All right. And now let's go back to the chart. Patience is what they call it. Me, I call it, I mean, when the price come back down, then another entry would be with a tight stop loss. I'm not the one to sit down and watch the market go back in no drawdown with my money. I'm not doing it. Okay, that's how I become consistent and a brilliant trader. You when the market give you money, you take it and you don't jump back in there and risk it. I'm not saying you're risking, but I'm talking about the mindset behind the mentor I had. He's very good. Don't let me. But oftentimes I feel like that's not even wise. What if the market like literally just turned back? All that money you won when you was like 70% in profit, I would have closed the trade right there. And if I know it's going to pull back, because obviously he knows, right? So the market does pull back and then it will continue. But I'm like, I just don't trust pullbacks. I have trust issues. I rather take the money, and if you pull back, I'm still not losing nothing. And I'm giving you the hidden gem that I'm sharing with my inner circle. Do you understand me? I'm not saying it's not gonna get there, We're still holding the trade. All right. Whoa, the beauty of patience. I had to step away to help one of my clients in the Zoom, but I was here, and 14. So let's just watch the trade play out. Okay, we're gonna take profit here, right? Oh, okay. So this is a zone to take profit, and you know I always say I'm not greedy. So any frame from here to here, I'm gonna leave it right here, and here's another zone. So here's a supply zone. So the price also have the potential and likely can come all the way up here. Honestly, the market can go as further as it desire, but you're just gonna have to be satisfied at one point, else you're gonna end up giving the market back all your money. All right. All right, let's keep watching. All right. Who was I? I'm having a mentorship session right now, guys. So do remember that. Do remember touch. If you hear me go quiet, that means I've mute this section and I'm working on the other Zoom. I was explaining something more in depth regarding adding position to one of my mentees. Okay. Ooh, ooh, All right, we still here. Now keep in mind the first market is going lovely. Market is tarrying, so waiting for the next supply zone. When it comes here, I will be closing the trade. So what was the biggest? Okay, some of my mentees are still in the trade. This is his biggest trade for today. He's up $2,700. And who else? $1,600, $2,700. That's the take profit zone we're in right now with the mentees.
Order filled.
I was talking. I said we are gonna exit the trade now because price pulling back and give us a bunch of rejection here. Now it's breaking the trend line. We're not gonna hold the trade to go back in a negative drawdown because we're already up 7,000. We're just gonna take the 7,000 off for today. This is on this training account. My mentors, my mentees, the biggest was 2,700, 2,700, 1,700 today. So we're growing. And what was the smallest take profit today? 750. All right. So Christian is like 1 day or 2 day from his first withdrawal. By that time, you're probably going to be at $5,000. So thank you everyone for tuning in. And that's a great way to exit your trade. Like price just break below here. Not saying it can come down here and then continue up as long as it doesn't really break below such low. Do you understand me? However, why risk what we already want? We're not greedy. All right. So do have a lovely day, and I will finish up the mentorship on the Zoom right now. Stay blessed, and I see you on Monday. Today is withdrawal day. Is anybody withdrawing their money today? Christian, you have a couple, like 2 more days before you can withdraw. And there's only one person in here trading with their regular money as well. They already withdraw already. So today is also withdrawal day for them. How much money are you gonna withdraw today? Another 700? All right. That's better than nothing. He said he made his paycheck already. You see that? In a week. So that's great. So don't give us excuse that you're working and you're busy, all right? You can make it work for you. Find a way to trade, even if you have to just join for the knowledge and adjust your schedule to trade in. But don't quit your job. Don't just get up and quit your job yet with no backup plan. Depending, I will not tell you to not do anything. If you feel like you want to take some time off from work to focus on the chart, I will never tell you not to do that. As a mentor, is what you're willing to sacrifice for what you will gain. But don't be irresponsible with your bills and with your money. Make sure you have enough cushion in income if you're gonna step away from your job to focus on trading. I see a lot of people who say they stop going to college. They took a break from college and their job to focus on such thing. I myself encountered such a thing. And this is what I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but you want to be mature when you're doing such a thing. All right. So the market is giving us a pullback right now. It's like a break. If it breaks, pull back and give us a lower low, then it's a obvious continuation to the downside. It could come all the way down here and come back. Our price just can give us a little pullback. So we would have been in the negative if we was holding this pullback. So now it looks like it's about to push up, but we're satisfied right now. All right. So have a lovely day, everyone. Stay blessed and don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button. I'll glory to God for this knowledge. And if you don't know Jesus, there's something called a free gift called salvation. You just open your heart and believe. Confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. And believe me, your life will never be the same. You want God protection, you want access to his blessing, you have to be in his kingdom. And that's the first step to join in his kingdom. All right. We see you all in the next live. Good job, everyone. I'm trying to find the end live button. Oh, let's do a little. No, we can't even do the celebration right now. All right. Stay blessed.